All right, so in this video, we're going to cover 8 simple habits that you can put in place to have girls literally chase you all the time. And some of the best habits are going to be towards the end of this video. So stick to this video and pay close attention. Now, habit number 1, don't stick to one choice in the beginning. And this is a habit that far too many men make. They only talk to one girl only. And because it's their only option, they act out of scarcity and then they lose that opportunity and the woman can sense it. I'm going to give you a very important piece of advice here. Never go into the dating market actively looking to get a girlfriend. Before you want to get a serious girlfriend, you got to date at least 10, 20, 30 girls to be able to know exactly what kind of girl you want, what you're looking for, and to be able to weed out the wrong ones and go for the right ones. If you only have 1 or 2 options to choose from, maybe you're just settling for good where you could have had great, because when you settle for good, then you miss out on great. When you settle for great, maybe you miss out on amazing, fantastic. So you gotta date at least 10, 20, 30 women to know exactly what kind of women you like and to be able to have the experience needed in order to retain women long term. And the thing is, if you need a relationship to work, then it's probably not gonna work. You need to be in an abundance mindset. You don't wanna come into a relationship from a place of needing the other person, of looking for the other person to complete you. You want to be complete yourself. You want to be on your path. You want to be in abundance. And then that person just comes in, rides along, and that's it. At the end of the day, scarcity wants company. And company that is attracted out of scarcity is never healthy and it never ends well. And so I see so many guys that rush themselves into a relationship from a place of scarcity, but then end up regretting it because they end up in toxic, codependent relationships and they just mess it up. And over the years, I've seen so many guys get into the wrong relationships out of a place of scarcity, and they get entangled in toxic, codependent relationships that takes them years to recover from, and it just leaves them with no soul at the end of the relationship. Like, I see so many guys, like, after an experience like that, they just get wrecked, not only financially, emotionally, etc. Like, it's crazy. And so you want to be in an abundance mindset and you want to carefully choose who you're going to be with. And when you switch to an abundance mindset, you'll see that girls will literally chase you. They will chase you because they see that you're a guy who is already good with himself, who already built a cool life, who doesn't need her. She sees that, okay, if I'm going to be with this guy, it's going to be a great ride. He doesn't need me. He's just living his cool life, and I'm just going to be with him, coming along for the ride. And when you date from a place of abundance, girls will literally chase you because they will see that you don't need them. They will see that you're already good with yourself. You already built a great life, and you're not going to make them the center of your life, because a woman doesn't want to be the center of your life. She wants to be maybe a complement to your life. She wants to be a great add to your life, but she doesn't want to be the center. And maybe some girls, out of ego, they're going to tell you that they want to be the center of your life. It's not true. And if you do that, trust me, they will leave you, they will cheat on you, and they will fuck you up. Now, habit number 2 is mastering absence and weaponizing your attention correctly. And this is another mistake guys make, is they make themselves too available. If you're always there for her at the drop of a hat, you're always available, always free, always ready to meet, then she knows that, okay, yeah, this guy, I mean, I can get him anytime, I can just reschedule things or whatever, and it's not that important. Like, this guy is always going to be free and ready for me. So she's going to focus on guys that are less available, because obviously scarcity creates more value. So when you're less available, then it makes you appear more valuable. And so you want to master this dynamic where you want to show that you're busy. You want to have other things going on in your life so that when you text women, you're not just always available. So just remember that if you're constantly present, constantly available, then you're less valuable. Now, your absence is going to make her curious about you, and it's going to make her realize your actual worth. Because a guy who's always there to chill, always ready and available, by definition, he's not going to be that valuable. I mean, a guy who's really valuable, he has stuff to do, right? One of my mentors, he used to say that only broke men could spend all their time with a woman, because a man who actually needs to make some money, needs to make some moves in business, isn't going to be ready to chill all day. He's going to have stuff to do. So guys who have time to chill all the time, they're probably not that high value. And honestly, if a woman truly likes you, even if you make yourself absent for a few days or a few weeks, then she's gonna feel the urge to text you back. And yeah, she's gonna wanna see you again. So yeah, sometimes let her reinitiate things. Now, I believe that it's the role of the man to initiate things most of the time, to make plans. But sometimes, after a while, you wanna make your absence felt and you wanna show her that you're not always available. You want to give her a bit of space. Now, habit number 3 is just not being serious and being able to be playful. Like at the end of the day, this is a game. This is fun. This is childish. Like you want to treat her like she's 10 years old sometimes. You want to just joke around and not take yourself too seriously. And this is a habit and a skill that you can develop over time once you're more relaxed around women and once you're more confident. And this is something that will lead you to incredible interactions. Once you're able to tease her the right way, to flirt with her, to crack jokes on demand, and once you're going to tap into a state of flow where you can just say anything you want, then you'll see that you're just going to have fun with it and you can come up with silly things that are going to make her laugh and are going to make her attracted to you. And this is honestly one of the things that makes any guy irresistible, is just being able to not be serious, to just say things how they are and not filter themselves, because if you're too inhibited, if you're too closed off, if you're too serious, then yeah, it's going to kill your interactions and you're not going to be able to attract girls consistently. So habit number 4 is training and going to the gym consistently. Now, I know some of you guys, you might think that you can skip this because, you already train or whatever, and that's cool. But really, you want to take this seriously. Like, track your macros, eat well, go to the gym at least 4, 5, even 6 times a week, and make it a daily habit. Make it a daily non-negotiable. Even if I don't go to the gym, I'm still going to make some push-ups. I'm still going to make a bit of exercise because it really gives you extra energy and it gives you this vibe about you. I don't know. There's something magical when you train consistently almost every day. It's like it just makes you different. And obviously, if you can have that V taper where you have like a strong chest, a strong back, strong arms, etc., shoulders, then obviously it's going to make you also more attractive. The same way you're attracted to the hourglass form in women, well, women are attracted to that V taper in men. So definitely go to the gym consistently, at least 3, 4 times a week, and cut off on porn as well. Because if you watch porn, then it's going to make you less horny, it's going to make you less confident, it's going to even make you shy and timid around girls if you do it too much. And it just sucks up your energy, and you want to keep that testosterone. You want to stay horny because that's going to force you to go up to girls, that's going to force you to push yourself, and that sexual energy can be transmuted into working on your goals, into building a business, into doing something a lot more productive. And I know sometimes, you're gonna get fucking horny and you're gonna wanna do it, but you have to control yourself. You have to control your urges, because otherwise, if you succumb to your urges each time, then there's always gonna be a tiny little drop of your self-esteem that goes down each time you do it. And it just sucks. So you just really wanna control this, and you want to go to the gym at least 4, 5, 6 times a week. And if you could, go every day. Just some days do some weightlifting and some days do just cardio or just go to the sauna. But definitely try to work out as much as possible. Now, habit number 5 is traveling. You want to travel as much as possible because definitely when you travel and they see that on your social media or when you talk about that on dates, women are going to get more attracted to you because they see that, okay, you've seen the world, you've seen things, you've been traveling, you're open-minded, you have the money also to travel, you have a certain lifestyle, and they get attracted to that. So a guy that is well-traveled, a guy that knows a lot of cultures, a guy that maybe knows how to speak a lot of languages is attractive because he's like versatile, and women like that versatility. Women like guys who have different things going on for them. If you're just a guy who never truly traveled, maybe you've traveled only once or twice, you only know how to speak one language, you don't have a lot of culture, etc., well, eventually it's going to make you less attractive than the guys who have those attributes. So you also want to focus on traveling, seeing the world, experiencing different things. Now, habit number 6 is you want to be the decision maker. You want to take the burden of decision making off her shoulders. Like, you make the plans, you decide where to go, when to go, everything. And even when I'm in a restaurant or I'm in a bar with a woman, I decide kind of what she drinks sometimes, and I propose stuff, and I tell the waiter what she wants to order for her, and I just lead things all the way, because being indecisive is a feminine trait. And if you're always indecisive and you're asking her what to do, etc., she's not gonna like that. She doesn't want that. She wants a guy who can just take the lead and decide things. And that doesn't mean you disregard her opinions. I mean, if she has opinions or suggestions, then fine, you can consider them. But most of the time, you want to make the decisions and take the lead. And this is even more relevant in a long-term relationship. Because remember, a relationship is almost like a ship, like a boat. You're the captain of the boat, you take the lead, you make the decisions, and you have to make sure that the boat floats and that the boat is going to the right destination. And so it's almost like the captain of the ship. Like, you make decisions and you're responsible for how the relationship goes. And so if you're in charge of the relationship, as if you were the captain of a ship, then you are responsible for the decisions that are made on board. And with that responsibility comes the authority to make decisions that are going to lead to the safety and success of the ship. But then what happens if you're unfit to lead that ship? Well, it's going to either sink, or it's going to fail, or there's going to be some bad decisions being made. And a woman is only going to choose to follow you long term if she believes in your ability to lead her. Now, habit number 7 is be non-politically correct. Be willing to offend her. Be willing to hurt her feelings. Be willing to say things that are a bit out of the box. And even in social situations, be bold in what you're saying. Sometimes, if you want to say a particular opinion that might offend some people, you got to say it sometimes. You just got to say it how it is. Women don't like guys who just follow the status quo too much. They want a guy who can just say bold things, do whatever he wants, and who can just express himself freely. Even though sometimes it might offend her, she's still going to respect the fact that you're honest. She's still going to respect the fact that you can speak boldly, and that you're willing to risk losing her. Because if you're not willing to risk losing her, then you don't deserve her. And they like guys who can stand up for their opinions, because if you can't stand up for your own opinions, then how are you going to stand up for her if she gets into trouble or if she has arguments with people? Like, you got to show that you can stand up for yourself before standing up for her. Now, the last habit, and this is habit number 8, is the ability to be present. And this is a great book for that, called The Power of Now. And it shows you how to actually become present in the moment and not think about the past or the future. Just be present in that moment. And when you can tap into this ability to let go of your thoughts and to just be present with women, you're going to be able to draw women like moths to a flame. Like, literally, they're going to come to you, they're going to sense that in you. And even, like, you're going to have way better sex, you're going to have way better interactions, because you're going to come from a place of power. You're going to come from a place of groundedness. And women are really attracted to that. Like, they can sense that. If you're not grounded, if you're not present, they can see it in your eyes. They can see it in your vibe, in your energy. And there's a famous law called the law of state transference, which states that whatever you feel, she feels. Because we all have mirror neurons, and people can pick up on your emotional level. If you're in a lower level frequency, or you're not really present, etc., they can sense it in some way. So yeah, you want to cultivate presence. I recommend meditating every single day. I recommend reconnecting to nature as much as you can, and reading spiritual books like The Power of Now or Reality Transurfing. There's also Power versus Force by David Hawkins. There's Levels of Energy by Frederick Dobson. There's a lot of different books that are great, spiritual books. There's a great book called The Surrender Experiment as well. And I love these books, but all these books are going to point you to the same truth, which is you are not your thoughts. You have to disassociate yourself from your thoughts and just be present. Okay, I know it sounds cheesy and so simple, but it's a skill. You can develop it, and these type of books are going to help you. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope this video made sense to you. And if you enjoyed it, then comment your thoughts, comment your questions if you have any questions, subscribe, like, check out the link in the description. There's a free training that you can get where I'm going to show you all the systems that you can put in place to attract and date high quality women consistently. And yeah, just share this video with friends if you have a friend that needs to hear this type of advice. And I'll see you on the next video.